From the 700 WLW Newsroom, here's Brian Combs.
Big stories we're talking about in the big one today. Search is on for a hit-skip driver after a deadly accident on I-75 early this morning. Police say that sometime between 1:30 and 5, Westchester man was struck and killed. Now, whoever hit him kept going. The victim's been identified as 25-year-old Ed Norton. There are reports today that he may have been drunk walking on the highway. Ohio State Patrol has not confirmed that part of the story. If you have any information on what happened on the interstate early this morning, call Crime Stoppers at 352-3040. Investigation also underway into a deadly accident in Fort Mitchell. On Fort Mitchell Avenue, about 11 this morning, a man was struck and killed by a garbage truck. Now, his name has not been released. We do know that the truck belonged to Bavarian Waste Services. As soon as we get any more information, we'll post it at the local news section here at 700WLW.com. Tri-State nurse behind bars this morning, locked up for stealing medication from her patients. Police say 55-year-old Peggy Ballinger is a nurse at the Alois Alzheimer's Center in Green Hills and took Vicodin and Percocet that was supposed to be going to her patients. Apparently, a co-worker complained that Ballinger was high on the job, and that's when police moved in with the investigation. Hamilton County jury has a case now involving a professional wrestler accused of felonious assault. Andre Davis has been on trial for the last week or so for having sex with more than a dozen tri-state women and never telling them that he was HIV positive. Closing arguments were delivered in the case this morning before the jurors got the case about noontime. If Davis is convicted on all the counts, he could be locked up for more than 100 years. We find out today if the Little Miami school levy passed. On election night, there was a celebration because the final tally showed it ahead. They tried 9 times to get this levy passed. Today, they'll be counting absentee ballots and provisional ballots to see if the total is for victory in the Little Miami schools that have long been trying to pass the levy. Lakota failed in the past 3 levy attempts. Now, superintendent there says that drastic cutbacks are coming. Board of Education met last night to talk about the cuts, which will include jobs of teachers and administrators in the district. There is talk by the Board of Education that they might try another levy sometime next year. Redemption for the UC Bearcats. Basketball squad bounced back last night after losing over the weekend to Presbyterian College. Last night they beat Northwestern State by almost 30 points. However, Fifth Third Arena was nearly 2/3 empty. Attendance just around 4,000 for the game involving the Bearcats. Forward Yancey Gates says maybe once the Big East schedule starts, people will come to see the other team that UC's playing play.